Well, 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 well. Hallo, 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 ihr Lieben. Und willkommen auf den PoorDeadMan Show. Ich bin PoorDeadMan und wir spielen today Project Zomboid and King of the Castle. Possibly some Domina. Guys, we've had so much fun lately. I've lost my voice again. I can't keep it. Every time I get my voice back, I lose it. PoorDeadFest is really taking it out on me, man. But I'm having so much fun with you guys in the meantime. Much love to each and every one of you for being here. Welcome to the show. We're going to start today with a little bit of Project Zomboid, one of our absolute favorite games here on the show. We'll be playing some Zomboid for a couple hours, then we'll move into a chat interaction game. I want to do it this way so that I have the chance to interact with you about your day and talk to you a little bit before we get started. I also want to let you know that we have a giveaway ongoing right now on the Discord. There's only 5 minutes left on the Discord for the cute PDM Kiss Cut sticker. You know you want it. Courtesy of Hidden Squiddy. Go get it. It's up for grabs. All you got to do is react to the post. Always feeling Boydle, Noisel, Nolze, Noisel. I'm feeling Boydle, Noisel. Sounds very Hebrew when you say it that way. Good to see you, Nolze. Good to see you. Yes, we'll be doing some Zomboid. I'm playing an Extinction run. I'm brand new to Extinction, so I'm just kind of getting my bearings with it. Why don't we get started with the gameplay, huh? Where we left off. Let me move myself. I don't like how low I am on the screen. I look like a midget down here. Oh, there we go. Now there's more of me. Now there's more of me. That's where I belong, up there. Have fun being really quiet. Too big, a little down, says Pinky. Oh, I appreciate your advice, Pinky. Let's see. Is that better? Let me know what you think, Pinkerton. Dad. What's up, JoJo? We missed you. I hope you're doing okay. We missed you. We got to heaven. Maybe you were there waiting for us. I'd like to believe that you were. If there's anyone who deserves to go to heaven, it's the clown. Your nose is good? Your nose? What happened to your nose? Did you take off the honk? Honk, honk. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Yo, thank you. Happy affiliate anniversary. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Welcome back to the show. You have video now. Welcome. Marigold was there with open arms. Yes, guys, it's true. It is my affiliate anniversary. Long time ago now, guys. It's been almost 10 years that I've been here on Twitch. Isn't that crazy to think? We talked about this the other day. I won't harp on you about it. But it's crazy to think, G.I. Joe, that I've been around for a long time. I'm like an old man now. I'm like an old man streamer. I'm waiting for that thing. You know what they say? They say overnight success takes about 10 years. Have you ever heard that phrase? Good to see you here, Pinky. I'm glad you're here, JoJo, Squiddy, G.I. Joe. Welcome back, Joe. What's Luna up to these days, Joe? I haven't spoken to Luna in a couple weeks. I watched her the other day. She was playing some Skyrim RP. I was like, what? You can do that? What? Oh, Lord. I got it, dude. I thought this guy was legitimate, some new guy in our community. And he is just one of these, wants to sell me graphics guys. You know? Oh my goodness. What's up, Ewald? Good to see you. He says you're a legend. Welcome back. Thank you. What's up, Captain Crunch? Yo, JoJo with the gift sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have goals, JoJo, that we're trying to hit in order to let me see if I can bring them up on another screen. I had them at the bottom of the screen, but the plugin is eating up my... The plugin is destroying my OBS for some reason. I'm not sure why it does that. I'm not sure why it does that. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you, Captain Crunch. We're going to start with some Project Zomboid, and then we will move into a chat interaction game that we played the other day. As you can no doubt hear, I am in the process of once again losing my voice. What's up, Ixio? Good to see you. Guys, this is how much fun we've had this week for PoorDeadFest that I'm just constantly losing my voice. It's a constant battle just to keep my voice. Isn't that crazy? That's how much fun we've had. There's been so much yelling and shouting, hooting and hollering. I can barely keep my voice. It's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about. Good to see you guys. I'm really happy to have you guys here. Welcome. Yeah, let's delete that quote. Bye-bye, quote. Captain Crunch says, PDM, last night, you guys had my heart racing big time. I'm so happy your characters made it through to the end. It was pretty crazy last night. It was so crazy, Captain Crunch. It was so crazy. Good to see you, Sorellin. Hello, welcome. Guys, last night, we do a weekly role play called The Dead Die Here. And last night was the finale that we filmed of season 3 with our characters. We were trying to escape. The theme of it was the hospital. Man, you have to see this episode if you haven't seen it already, guys. You have to see this episode. It was so good. It was so good. And I'm sure some of you have noticed I sound a little bit different. Yes, I've lost my voice twice in a row now. I lost it, it came back, and I lost it again. So here we are. Now we're trying Extinction. This is maybe my 7th attempt at Extinction. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with Build 42, they recently changed up the labeling of some of the game modes, and they made a certain game mode canon. Apocalypse is now canon. They've moved some of the game modes around to give them more viability, I think. And each one now feels so much different. This mode, Extinction, has a small amount of the zombies are sprinters, meaning they don't just shamble towards you, they run at you full speed and they scream. I would do an impression. That's kind of the scream that they do. And they run at you. It's nuts. And the zombies are quite a bit tougher, and the population is higher. It's been crazy to play through. To make it worse on myself, I just hit the random button when I generate a character. So I get traits that the game gives me. I don't get to choose my character. This time it gave us Detective Doris Roundtree. She's an illiterate, reluctant fighter, clumsy, speed demon, inventive, and athletic. Now, she had some points left over, so I chose inventive to counter illiterate and speed demon because it's a goated trait. So that's where we're at. We've survived 4 days. We've killed 103 zombies. You know, the balance patch on the game modes was excellent, Sorellin, because what they did was they made each game, like before the game modes kind of felt, because it was like Builder, Survivor, Apocalypse. Apocalypse, I don't want to say Apocalypse didn't change much because it did. They've tweaked some of the specifics when it comes to the sliders, which I'm happy about. In particular, what I'm happy about is that they tweaked some of the loot, and they tweaked some of the zombie behavior in Apocalypse. And I'm a big fan of all of that. What I also love is that in this mode, Extinction, zombies can sometimes open doors and windows. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I already play that way. When Frosty and I do our Zero to Heroes, we have it where the zombies can open that. We have their navigation on maximum, their hearing and their sight and all that on Eagle Eye and Perfect. And so I'm kind of already used to this. But I love that there's an actual mode now that says, hey, this is like very difficult. You know, I just love it. I just love it. It kind of feels a bit more like, because, you know, there's all these different zombie genres. There's all these different zombie genres, right? Different movies, different shows, Walking Dead, 28 Days Later, that kind of stuff. One of the strengths of Project Zomboid that almost no other game has is the customizability of the sandbox and how you can really make the game and the apocalypse your own. You can make the apocalypse 28 Days Later. You can make the apocalypse The Walking Dead. You can do it however you want. And what I love is that in changing around some of the modes like they did, now Zomboid feels like it has that. It feels like it has like legitimate different types of an apocalypse, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, it's really a great change to see it. And the menu too. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm just going to show you the menu because it's so good now. One of my chatters was in here the other day. He hadn't played B42 in a while. And he saw this change of menu and he was like, what? Because like, look at this, guys. It used to be a plain Jane menu. Now it specifically shows you these vibes. These little videos. It just feels so much better to select a game mode. It feels more cinematic. It feels a little bit more, I don't know, like, part of Zomboid's charm is that it's not a AAA game, but this does feel a little bit more AAA, right? It feels more polished than a simple menu, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, now me personally, if you've been watching the show for a long time, you know I prefer to play on Sandbox. I have a version that I call Apocalypse Plus, where actually almost all of my changes to the Sandbox have now been adapted by the core Apocalypse game mode, which is hilarious. The only one they haven't adopted is I always crank up the light bulb lifespan because it drives me nuts when a light bulb pops in this game. Because sometimes I'll like go on a loot run, I'll come back and it's like half my lights are busted. I'm like, what? My light bulbs. But I've been told that light bulbs were this poo-poo in the 90s. So I'm willing to believe it, but I always double the lifespan from 1 to 2. And that makes me feel good. But, I mean, all of these modes are great. And I love right here what it says under Apocalypse now. The canon Zomboid experience. I love that. I love that the devs, because like one thing about this is we all love the mods and we all love the sandbox. Me too. But it's kind of like with anything you make in art. You, the artist, you, the author, you only own half of it, right? The beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The person looking at your art, your performance, your game, your whatever, they also own half of the experience, right? And I think sometimes either side can get a little carried away with that, you know? An example would be like a comedian who doesn't like that the crowd takes his joke personally or boos him or whatever. Like that's the right of the crowd to do that. They own their reaction to the performance. Another side of that would be, I think sometimes the community feels like they own the experience of the game a little too much. And so when the devs make certain changes, they push back on that, I think a little bit unfairly. Because they feel like, oh, you're changing this thing that I love and own. And I've talked about this a lot in my essays. I haven't released another essay recently just because I've lost my voice twice. But I have a lot to say. And one of those things is I think it's fair for people to say, oh, this is my apocalypse or whatever. But I also think it's fair for the author, the devs, to say stuff like this. This is what we intend. This is the canon Zomboid experience. I just love that. I love that. I love that. I made a whole video about this. I'm not going to harp too much on it. Oh, Sorellin says, sounds like Extinction was designed explicitly to cater to hardcore players. Yeah, I mean, it says it right here. It says, a brutal world. Everything wants you dead. Some zombies run. Not recommended for newer players. Yeah, exactly. Sorellin says they did raise the light bulb lifespan to 2.0 in the Apocalypse preset. Okay, see? I missed that. I love that. I love that. Thank God. Thank God. My poor light bulbs, dude. My poor light bulbs. All I want is the light bulb to last. You know? I know that's like a little thing. It's just funny to me. Well, here we are. We're going to get back into my apocalypse run, guys. Welcome, Big Papa John. Good to see you. Thank you. Happy affiliate anniversary. I appreciate that from you and Brick. Wendy says, I love the sprinter noises. They sound so animalistic. It's terrifying. It really is terrifying. Honestly, just seeing them is terrifying to me because I never play with sprinters. I never play with sprinters. Yo, what's up, Kenix? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so where we left off. Oh, this is a new change also, guys. Now when you go into the map, you don't have to hit F2. It pauses automatically, which I love to see. I prefer the map to be like this. We are at the corner of Apple Grove and Egg. Living in a little farmhouse, not too far. Right up here somewhere is the McCoy Mansion. Unfortunately, we're on foot. So we haven't really had the chance to explore too much. Now, I'm sure you're wondering where we spawned. We spawned in Muldraw, the OG, baby. And the house was immediately surrounded. Like, before I even had a chance to loot a single thing. So, things were rough for old girl here in the beginning. But we're finally getting somewhere with her. Unfortunately, she is illiterate, so I can't pass the time to read books. Oh, it's Dean. Bro, where's the remote? My favorite magazine, Time. Well, I guess the good thing about being illiterate is I can just burn all these books for fuel, right? We've got quite a bit of food, chat, as you can see. We've made it a priority to get food. We're going to start today by making a roast. Yeah, we're just going to do vegetables. And we want to vary it up. Because you get more happiness that way. I don't know if you guys knew that. But the more varied ingredients you have, the more happiness you get from an individual meal. And happiness is a struggle for our girl because she can't read magazines to feel better. I also didn't know this. Zomboid has taught me this. Apparently eating eggplant uncooked can hurt you. Somebody yesterday in the chat was saying it'll make you real sick. Like stomach sick. I mean, I do like eggplant, so I eat it from time to time. I don't think I've ever had it uncooked, and there's obviously a reason for that. We're looking at a dangerous situation here, guys, because Doris is going to have to perfect her capabilities very quickly. Power is going to go out. I mean, it could go out in the first 30 days, really. It could, I mean, so every day that it doesn't go out is like a compounding effect of it'll go out tomorrow. If you're a statistics person, you know what I'm talking about. But she's not going to be able to read the Jenny Mag. So there's no point in us even looking for it. And once she does, things are going to be rough. Very rough. Because she's going to have to get her electrical all the way to 3 in order to make any progress with that. You know what would be a cool adjustment? The ability to somehow use your car battery to power things. At least in a temporary, not like a not like your whole house, you know. But little things would be nice. All right, let's see. We need to make sure we've got appropriate weaponry for today's escapades. We've got a crowbar in good condition. It's worth it to take one of our claw hammers because... and I'm going to take the better one because we might need to pull down a door somewhere. We're going to keep the gas can and the hose on us today. And there's no point in leaving these weapons behind either. And the knee pads, they give me bite defense. That's true. I have a video, an essay that I'm going to be putting out once I've already written it. I'm just waiting for my voice to heal. On how armor in this game, not always, but it can be a trap. If you've watched my show enough, you know that one thing I like to do personally is keep a duffel bag full of the body armor that I intend to wear. And if I know that there's a horde somewhere that I need to deal with, I'll bring that bag with me and equip myself and fight that horde. But I don't wear, I try not to wear body armor otherwise, you know? Because it does give you the uncomfortable moodle. And yeah, just, it's not good. Look, I was collecting books, by the way, for no reason because my guy can't read. Poor Doris Roundtree, a detective that can't read. But isn't she beautiful? She's got a little bit of male pattern balding going on. But that's okay, Doris. We still love you. You can still be beautiful and bald. Look at me. It's possible. You just have to accept it. You can't half it. You know, you got to accept it. You can't do the comb over. Or you're punishing yourself, really. Let's bring a lighter with us, some alcohol wipes and a bandage as well. Now, is there work we can do around the base? Yeah, there's a whole pile of bodies we could bury. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that in the dark. I don't trust it out there enough. Yo, DK Fox and I appreciate that, dude. It's been 10 years I've been making content, man. Almost 10 years. It's crazy to think about. One more year and it's 10 years. 10 years of making content on the internet. I've only really just started YouTube, but I've been on Twitch for so long, it doesn't feel like 10 years. I appreciate that, DK. Thank you. All right, we're just going to do some crunches, guys. Make good use of our morning here. 4:30 in the a.m. Guys, we're going to play a chat interaction game a little bit later called King of the Castle. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. We played it the other day and we had a blast. Actually, the other day I did nothing but chat interaction games. I think crowd control works for Zomboid, right? We need to find a way to do that. To get crowd control in Zomboid. So that you guys can spawn hordes on me in events and stuff. Crowd control's on 41. Oh, I see it's not on 42 yet, huh? I've never played with it. I only just signed up for it. All right, guys. What we're going to do here is a little trick I like to call hoping for the best. All right? For now, this is home. There's a mod for 42. Oh, yeah? Does the mod work the same? Like the mod is crowd control or the mod is... Oh, right. I can add images, but I can't. I left food here. Just so you know, as your fans, they will make a mob pop out at the worst time. No doubt, no doubt. Well, I've dealt with so many of these Helen Kellers. A chaos mod with chat integration. It sounds fun. I don't mind some chaos. Do they get to vote on it? I wonder how it works. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. We're playing right now unmodded, guys, which personally for me is the best way to play 42. I mean, there's so much in 42 that... I mean, you might know, if you've watched me for a long time, I love mods. And for the longest time, I played with a ton of mods. But somewhere along the way, I realized that the game has a lot of rich systems, and I had started to forget some of them because I was playing with so many systems that were added by mods, right? And so now I pretty much play vanilla, and it does make me really appreciate the depth of the game a lot more. Not that I'm against mods, I love mods. We're just gonna go up the road here. We're looking for a car and or cars. It's a foggy day. This could work to our benefit. I'm very surprised to have not seen a single bad boy on the road so far. There they are. There's an entire host of them. Let's keep moving. Let's put a fence between us and them. Let's get a head count. 2 on the west. I think I saw maybe 5 behind to the south. 3 at least. 5, there we go. Yeah, 5, I was right. Let's avoid these guys. We've got plenty of food at home. It's always good to secure food, but right now what I would really like is a vehicle. Because if we're going to survive in the country, roaming Zero to Hero has taught me that running around on foot is not the way. This is extremely inefficient. We're losing hours of our day to walking, you know? The game kind of was weird there. I thought I heard footsteps behind me. Now this will lead us up towards West Point. Did you and Frosty's Zero to Hero run still going? Yeah, it is. I just haven't planned any collabs during PoorDeadFest. That's all. Wow, the vehicle spawns must be so low on Extinction, bro. Because all the normal places where I've seen cars spawn, I'm not seeing any on this route. Hearing things that are not there. Yeah, there's a mod that does that kind of. DK. It's like a schizophrenia mod. Why? Why do I even check? I'm illiterate. Why do I even check? All right, we've got a handful at this house. Do we have a car at this house is the question. Oh, this is the cursed house, guys. This is the run ender. We're not going there. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. That house is cursed. It's ended a run for me and Frosty before. Why do I check? Why do I tempt myself? Why do I punish myself? I'm my own worst enemy. That's not good. One of the houses is burned already. Papa John says, I think any car spawns northwest, west of Mulder on the highways and main roads are taken out or bugged. Is that on all modes or just Extinction? We'll eat the creamsicle, why not? I like that the creamsicle survived, by the way. Like, this house burned down, but the creamsicle in the fridge stayed good. That's so cool. Empty glass bottle. What kind of glass is that? Like some sort of booze? Knee-length dress. Guys, you know how I feel about fashion. You gotta be fashionable. Why do I even waste my time? Why do I even look? Of course, no sink. But we do have a bath. There's blood on the front of this house, on the lawn. Oh. Spoon. My favorite. Beef patty. We'll take it. We'll cook it right now, actually. Or in just a minute, I mean. Drink a soda. Frying pan would be nice to have back at the house. Can opener, I don't think we have. Saucepan we don't have. We're a long way from home, but it's still worth it to grab such items. It's almost noon. Did you hear that? It sounded like a gunfire. A meta event. We ate half the beef patty. Why do I even bother? Every time I punish myself. Did we learn anything? Cooking. And carpentry. Alright, I'll take cooking and carpentry. We still don't have the emergency radio. Yo, JC Flame, welcome back to the show, buddy. Thanks for the follow. If I recall, you were in here the other day we were talking. I thought it was funny that your name is JC, dude. A leash, in case I've been a bad girl. Stockings, I think I'm already wearing stockings. Frilly underpants, don't you know? I love that. We'll stuff a pillow in our satchel here. Oh, this place is blessed. All right, we got to really make sure there's nobody right near us in order to do this next step. Anybody hear that? Nobody here but us chickens, huh? Oh, wow. This is a huge find for us. Because when the power goes out, at least we now know we have a place. That's a huge find. Boxes of nails, also huge. What does it take to move this thing, I wonder? 'Cause I feel like it used to require a skill. Let's see. No. Just got to move the firewood out of it. Okay. Well, I'm pleased as pie that we have that. This might end up being a move to this house situation, at least once the power goes out. Would it be more efficient to move? I guess I could go cross country with it. Down here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the nails in an obvious spot in the living room. We're going to eat this patty. Because here's what I'm thinking, guys. If I'm going to move here, either way I have to come back here. Either to move here when the power goes out. Maybe we should prep this place a little bit. Did we already search the kids' room? Yo, thank you, Frosty. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you here and amongst us, my man. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice again. Will I ever be able to keep my voice is the question. Look at this. I found this for you, Frosty. It's a photograph of a basketball game. I know how you're such a big fan of basketball. Yeah, I lost my voice, Frosty, and then it came back, and then I lost it again. Isn't that crazy? It's fine. I'm playing Extinction, Frosty. This is... Can your character relearn to read? I suspect the answer is no. But I don't normally play an illiterate character, so... I have to confess that I don't know for sure. Alright? Let's check every door, guys. Alright, next. We need to forage just around here. Sometimes the key is on the ground, and this will reveal it to you. My girl isn't exactly great at foraging, so I don't expect this to yield any results, but better to attempt it than not. Look. Well, I hear at least one. Do you find you get tired really easy in Extinction? Yeah, I think it's because you're expending so many calories, you're walking so much. I know there's one here. I heard the bad boy. He's outside. Let's keep him out there. Yeah, everyone is saying you can't learn how to read. Delbert Mack. Damn, dude. I'll take the VHS. Do we have a proper TV in this house is the question. Because my house has like an old people TV. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think you get tired quicker in this one because you're walking everywhere. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I just realized I'm a cop and I didn't start with a holster. But I was in uniform. That's kind of crazy. The RN Jesus, bro. How come RN Jesus never helps me? He said, constantly getting streamer privilege. No TV in this house. Yeah, unless there's one upstairs, huh? But I agree, so far it's been tits. Mop, rubber gloves. Rubber gloves is good for self-defense. Sewing kit, huge. We're officially overweight now. Eggplant, bread. Let's bring the frozen stuff. Are these condiments? We'll drink the beer. Ketchup and salt comes with us. We'll take one fork because we're a human being and humans need to eat with a fork and a spoon. Is Karangar right and there's just no TV in this house whatsoever? That would be such a disappointment. I don't like being this overloaded. Paint. Athletic cup. Why not, right? Oh, it would replace my briefs. Well, that's okay. I'll just wear this cup. I don't need underpants. I'll just put the cup directly on my girl parts. It's totally fine. Beanie. Now I don't look like a cop at all. Suit pants, sweater, suit jacket. Okay. We have new colored suit jackets. I don't think that's appropriate. That's not a good suit jacket color. How about this one? This one looks like olive. Okay. I don't mind olive. But the darker one I still think is better. Key to this house. Not bad. Honestly, this would be a better house to live in than the other one. But we would have to move that stove, but at least it wouldn't be too far. Sleeping pills. I'm waiting for Helen to jump out at me, you know? I'm just waiting for it. Hoodies, sport shorts, sheets, TV remote. Wait, you have a TV remote in this house and no TV. Banished to the woods. Forever and all time. I swear I heard a groaner. Wow. No TV. Look at that. What was there? This, what were you using this for? What were you using this for? Just music? Yo, thank you, Deception. Welcome. All right. Well, we have some friends. It's not ideal to fight like this. In this state of sleepiness. But more zombies here does mean more of a chance to get keys to that thing. All right. Well, it's unfortunate. No. The sound test room from that 90s commercial. Oh, yeah, the Matavox ad. Right. Unfortunate, guys, that we did not get a key for this. But there might still be some saving grace. And there's not. Gas tank is pretty much kaput at 32%, and it's empty. Well, this place is gnarly, but it's something. It's something. The Maxwell speaker room where the dude in the white room gets blown away by the speakers. Oh, I love the reference, man. I love the reference. That's so good to see. The memes, dude. The memes. Well, guys, it's already 5:10 p.m. I'm not comfortable with walking home in the dark. Although I do think we have a flashlight among our goods and at least one extra battery. Now we have one extra. Oh! And we found the automated broadcast right as I pull the battery out. 101.0. Your fate is sealed. Let's hear it. Average temperature. We're looking for air activity detected. What am I hurting? My muscle strain from the exercise this morning. Yo, thank you, Crowbar. I appreciate that. A book on hot wiring. Does such a thing exist? It's over. All right, well, that's good news. It means that there is not a heli coming for us in the morning. I'm not sure. I think maybe we should move here. What do you guys think? I think we move here, guys. I think we move here. Let's see. There's some stuff we still want to bring with us, though. Not the soap. The flashlight. The weapons. Oh, but we're going to need to have room. Actually. Plot next door is good for chickens, too. Let's eat this bread. This whole loaf of bread. That would hurt your stomach so bad to eat an entire loaf of bread, I feel like, but it is what it is. Let's keep the bandage. Everything else can pretty much go. We'll put the peas downstairs in the fridge for now. We'll keep the gun on us even though we don't have a holster. I mean, we are quite skilled with a firearm as a former officer, right? Yeah, aiming 4. We're already above the threshold of good. Let's put that away. Let's go upstairs. Let's sleep. And then we're going to do the long and exhausting task of trying to move bases. Mainly what we need to move from the other base is food, frankly. Mainly. So. But I do like this little house. Can you hear my dog freaking out in the background? He's upsetty. This door does open in. If I put the chair there, will it actually block it? Oh, that's cool. That's new. And it doesn't block it. Okay. That's cool that it shows the direction. That is awesome. All right, let's sleep. That is an awesome change. All right, 3:20 in the a.m. Still no TV in this house, unfortunately, but... Well, now we know that there are some dead out there because some of them filtered into this property. I might have to put my dog out of this room. Hold on, he's freaking out. Can you hear him? I know I can, and it's bothering me. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Sorry, he was in the other half of the studio and he wanted to be with me. So now he's just laying here at my feet. Stand up before exercising. Okay. I stand up to sit down. Whoa, dude, she just pulled like a Matrix there. It was like Neo phasing through existence. 4:10 a.m. It's almost time. I don't go out at night. It's too dang dark, chap. I ain't risking it for the bisking it, you know what I mean? That would be foolish. If we survive to the helicopter, this will be the farthest I've made it in Extinction. And apparently there's more than one helicopter in Extinction, so... Alright, that's enough light. Alright, let's take a look at our map one more time. I think if we go straight south, or southwesterly, is the play. Across the fields. We're not going to obey the roads. We're going to go cross country. I thought I heard something. Let's get some easy free foraging XP along the way. Oh, this is new to us. We haven't seen this guy here before. How much you want to bet we find a key for it? What did I say? What did I say? Oh, a key for this upside down car. I'm so happy. We're absurdly close to McCoy's now. Right? Yeah, we are. We really are. If you follow this path here. Yeah, we're actually right almost there at McCoy's. Let's keep that foraging open. Get points while we travel. It doesn't work all the time. You have to basically pass directly over top the thing that you're foraging. We'll stay in this field as long as we can, just for visibility's sake. But you'd be surprised. You can kind of level foraging as you go, even if you don't pick up anything. Now, normally in PZ you're in a car, so this doesn't really work strategically the way you might desire. But in a scenario like this, where you're on foot for large amounts of time, you can do this. It works for getting at least like your first level or two of foraging. But because you're not picking the stuff up, because you're not like going right to it, the rewards are not consistent for it. Let's put it that way. Did you see those guys over there? Chowing down on some recently fresh dead guy? Yeah, I already know about that truck. Did we already break into that truck? Yeah, we did. Unfortunate. It just occurred to me that there was food here that we failed to retrieve. We'll eat the ice cream. And we're off. Back on our foot journey. I think this will end up being a good move if we can survive the journey. But this is going to occupy some of our time. But here's the thing. Power is going to go out, and having that stove is going to be huge. And being up there will be closer to civilization. Welcome back to the Cook Show. Oh, I showed up right on time. Nice. Let's turn that off. I never want to risk losing XP to that again. Alright, let's grab this stuff. Now, the main thing we're worried about moving up there with us right now is the grub. Okay, guys? That's the main thing. Now, what we want here is we want it all in handbags so that if we have to drop it in order to fight, it's an easier process, right? This is going to weigh us down for sure. Alright, we're risky bisky here. We're being very risky bisky being overweight like this. I gotta keep my finger pretty much stuck on the pause button in case anything silly occurs. Look, this, I told you this is going to take us at least one full day. Some of this food might even go bad just on the journey there. Stinky dead that we're passing. Alright, we just got our first danger moodle. I mean, I'm stacking danger moodles right now, but that's our first, like, serious one. Let's just give it, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Alright, that's enough. I think those guys were at the edge of this field, right? Let's continue the cheese for our foraging. For the most part, like I said, it doesn't work. But it is helpful in a minor sense. Quiet. This is all a little bit familiar. There's like a deer track or something here. Let's sit. We can eat some of this fresh food. Help us recover our lost hit points due to the weight. We'll wait 10 more minutes. There we go. Let's also check the map. All right, actually, we're right on track, guys. We just need to continue our process right through here. North by northeast. I don't know what's... We don't even want to risk it with that dead guy. Here's our flipped car. Well, honestly, we made short work of this. I'm actually pleased with this. We're going to need to go back at least one more day to get our gun, our rifle for hunting, and the rest of our carryables. We'll still have to move that that oven from that basement. All right, well, personally, I'm pleased with this outcome. I think we did good. I know this was a risk. Some of our food may go rot from this. And we'll check on that here in just a minute. Let's see, did anything rot? We're fortunate. We're actually very fortunate, chat. We did not get a single instance of rot. You rot, but do you roll? Do you rot and roll? That's the question. Welcome, Stain. Good to see you again. Long time no see. We're trying Extinction. A more difficult Project Zomboid mode. What you up to, buddy? Are you gaming today? We just wrapped up the season 3 of The Dead Die Here yesterday. It went really great. I loved the ending. Big shout out to the plot team. They did a great job. Big shout out to all the players. Star Citizen, huh? I've actually never played it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna have to hope for the best here. Good night. He stayed all night, even though we were hidden in this room. That's crazy. Does he return? Well, you can bet your ass Zeds are going to be moved all over the place now. The next run, there's no way to know if it's going to be as safe as the last one. All right. We're going to have to change up our strategy a little bit here, guys, for this. Both of these bags are going to have to fit in this other bag. Perfect. We're going to need... Did I drop my gun or did I bring it with me? Here's that frying pan. We're going to take it with us because we're going to need it downstairs to cook. We have the pistol. We might be fortunate. All right. I'm going to say that we're fortunate. Great stir fry. Sausage. Oh, it's frozen, right. Okay. Just eggplant stir fry today. Harold, be quiet, please. All right, we're going to play a little game here. We've done this before. You guys have seen me do this before. We're going to grab half of each. I didn't even realize we had butter, by the way. The granola can come with us. We're going to grab half of each, chat. And the half is going to go in the fridge so that we don't have this frozen problem anymore. So we've split it half and half. Let's eat this frozen granola bar. Honestly, that would be yummy. I guess it depends on how frozen. Well, honestly, it could have been worse. It's moved some of them around, but I think we're rural enough that it didn't pain us too bad. That was crazy, though. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can't get to the house and get at least our long gun. We'll play Zomboid for another hour and a half, and then we'll try a chat interaction game if you guys are up for it. He's really hauling ass. I know. I wish I had a car too, guys. Yeah, that shit absolutely moved some Zeds around. I've seen so many Zeds out of the corner of my peripheral here. You know what I miss? When I played Nathan, he had every vision and hearing perk. So his vision cone was so wide. He could like see shit right behind him. It was crazy. Well, we're almost back to the house. All right. Let's kill the foraging. Let's grab duffels. Hello, Harold. He's upset. He's right here. Can you see him? My big husky boy. He's excited here. He can hear everybody moving upstairs, and he wants his part in that. It's like, why are we here in the studio talking to the screen? Is everything okay? Everything's fine, Mr. Harold. Everything's fine. Well, what we'll do is we'll put the gun in this bag, actually. We'll bring our makeup, bottle opener, the knives, batteries, the VHS. What's up, Apex? Did you get your container that you always drink from? Yes, I've had so much of it already, it's almost empty. Apex, I'm all right, Harold, calm down. Apex, I'm losing my voice again, it seems, so I need to really stay hydrated. Harold, stop it, please. Hold on, guys, I have to put him outside. All right. Do you refill it at... Yo, thank you, Kit. Welcome back to the show. Do you always refill it after every stream? Yes. I usually refill it at the beginning of every show, Apex. I'm glad you consider me a friend, buddy. Welcome. It's my pleasure to entertain you, dude. We're going to do a chat interaction game a little bit later. Let's not make eggplant stir fry, fresh and uncooked. I never did cook my stir fry. My voice sounds a bit better. Yeah, I gained my voice, lost my voice, gained my voice again. I'm glad we came back. We would have missed our cooking pan. Thank you, Kit. Thank you. Did you have fun yesterday, Kit, watching the show? Will you join us for the next season? We have a friend. Towards the end of the season or the episode? Yo, what's up? Boo Boo Moon. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show. Wrong button. There's been some discussion on the plot team, because I said the next season would be 8 weeks from now. Kit, there's been some discussion on the plot team that we should delay it until the new year. I'm really eager to hear what you guys think about that. Should I delay DDH Season 4 until the new year? The alternative is getting rid of the break every fourth session. Oh, I get you, kid. I get you. Yeah, that fight went on for a long time. It stressed Pinky out so badly. She was so stressed out, she told me. She was like, oh my God. But, you know, one of the viewers, Captain Crunch, told me that last fight was exciting for her. She was like, I didn't know if you guys were going to make it. I was glued to the screen. I was rooting for you guys the whole time. No, I think we'll have everything ready this year. The discussion of should we delay it is based around mostly like hype. Like we know we can get it done in 8 weeks. We know we can get it. If we had 8 weeks only, we could get it done. The discussion mostly is, do we want to delay it till the new year in order to build hype, basically? Yo, your arm deserved it, Brick. Yo, Boo Boo Moon says, I started playing this game 2 weeks ago, and it is a banger. Dude, it is a jammer, dude. It is a banger. It really is a banger of a game. It's my favorite game. I have over 2,000 hours in this game, and I stream it almost every day. PDM, are you playing this show with Frosty tonight? No, this is single player. Yeah, I know what you meant to say, buddy. I've been doing this for a long time. I was like, he didn't mean to say jammer. I know what he meant to say. I got you, bro. No problem. Yeah, man. Hey, Boo Boo, if you want to learn this game, I have a really good series on my YouTube channel that you can watch. If you go to my playlist on YouTube, there's something in here called B41 Tutorial, Project Zomboid. This is going to teach you, bro, everything you need to know about playing the current version of the game. You're gonna love this, dude. It's 3 videos. It's going to teach you all about the game and then all about cars in the game. Now, if you guys are playing B42, some of this info is out of date. But otherwise, I think you guys would love that video. I don't think y'all should delay it to the new year. It's just now becoming summer. If you wanted to delay it at all, I'd say till fall, if anything. Well, the thing is, we don't want it to occur over November and December because there's so many holidays, Kit. So we really don't want to delay it that long. You know what I mean? Like, basically, it needs to be done before Thanksgiving, the next season, if we're going to do it this year. If we're not going to do it this year, then it needs to start right at the beginning of January. Yeah, that tutorial will teach you all about smart fighting, boo-boo. I'm telling you, you got to watch that tutorial, brother. That tutorial will get you where you need to be in terms of game knowledge. Oh yeah, he's on top of it. Yeah, he's got something planned, and we're trying to figure out the schedule so that it doesn't conflict. But he doesn't know exactly how long his thing is going to run. Not yet. Captain Crunch says, it's going to take me to January to get over last night's show. It was a great show, but it was such a mess near the end. Oh yeah, it was really chaos, us going out like that. It was really chaos. And you know, for me, I didn't know what was going to happen, guys. All right, we made it home safe and sound. Now we need to just get the cooking stuff up. And the kitchen stuff. So that we can get this food where it belongs. Thank you. Thank you, Tater. Welcome. I like the idea of purgatory. So originally, the idea of it, Pinky and I watched a movie, and we both thought the premise of this movie is really good, but they didn't really stick the landing. And we thought we could do that better for our group. And Pinky said, I really think you should try that theme. So I told the group about it, and they were like, oh, wow, Deadman, that is very esoteric. Are you sure? I was like, yes. Let's try this. Let's do something that we haven't seen before in Zomboid. Personally, I loved it. I think that it went really well. I mean, I think it was good. But I know, there's always going to be some people who don't like that type of stuff. Some people don't like anything to do with religion. That's part of it. So the fact that the plot had anything to do with like faith and religion, that alone is going to bother some people, you know? But it's hard to tell a good story. It's not easy. And unless you've done it and failed, you don't know what it's like. I had a great time with it. I love your positivity, Jojo. Thank you for saying that. I love that. In fact, Jojo, that's one thing about you. That's why I invite you, no matter what, to every season. Because I love your positivity. I love that I've never heard you get negative about one of the stories that we've told together. You always seem to take it as like what it is, that it's a privilege to be part of a group that is committed and tells an immersive story. And your behavior shows that, and I really appreciate that about you. It's one of the things I love about you. I just wanted you to know that. It means a lot to me. A lot of people can get so negative, And I understand it can be easy to be negative. I think it's much easier to be negative than it is to be positive. I think positivity actually takes effort. And of course, there's always going to be haters too. There were some people were hating on the ending or whatever, but they're just haters in particular. Not everyone who had negative things to say about the ending are haters, but there are some haters who, try and bring you down. You're talking like a giddy young schoolboy, and our D&D was hilarious to hear. Because, yeah, normally she's just monotone. Yeah, the main thing for me is I got to protect my peace. And Pinky's peace. Pinky was like, I had so much fun this season. She was like, but sometimes, if there's any out-of-game drama, she's like, it really grinds me, And season 2 did that to me. There was a bit of drama in season 2, and it kind of grinded on me. So I was like, all right, this season I'm going to protect myself from that, And I did really well, I think. I didn't really care about the haters so much. All right, well, it's already bedtime. But we spent 2 whole days moving all of our loot to our new house. Tomorrow we'll clear the neighborhood of the dead again, and we'll move that stove. Let's get some rest. Nightmare. Nightmare at 11 p.m. Crazy work. Yeah, I agree with you. All art has value. And there is subjectively good and bad art, Cam Crunch says it was the Bible verse that turned people off. Bro, I read that straight from the Bible. Bro. So if you got a problem with the verse I read, you got a problem with the Bible. Because I read that shit straight from the Bible. But I did read that verse for comedic effect. I'll admit that. I read the verse that I read because I knew that it would be funny, that it would be like inappropriate for that scene, like a funeral. Duh, Yeah, I was just trying to make people laugh, I was trying to make people laugh. And Cornbread isn't a priest, he's a rapper. What does he know about the Bible? Very little, So it was an opportunity, I think, for me to characterize him at the end of the season as well, which I was trying to do. I'm just making another vegetable roast so that it's ready when we need to eat. It's uncooked, it's just prepared. All right. Now to make sure that we clear the neighborhood again. Yeah, people get serious. That's true, Captain Crunch. Yeah, I loved your performance, JoJo. I thought you did good. And, you know, after you and me playing Friends at the end of season 2, it was nice to play characters that had a little bit of conflict between them, you know? One thing I'm really proud of with this season was the character connections that we had everybody do. I really feel like that brought everybody's roleplay a big notch up. You know? That's my vibe, at least. Yeah, it's okay to get feedback. And there's different types of feedback, right? There's viewer feedback. And then there is participant feedback. And in my head, I categorize them differently. Because what I'm trying to do for my viewers is different than what I'm trying to do for my participants. Ultimately, my goal with DDH for the participants is to create the most immersive situation possible. Immersion is the focus. Having them really get into the mind and body of the character, embody the character, and play the character as the character would be. No out of character influences, no BS. You know? Now, playing an immersive game means that people are going to take their characters seriously, and it means that sometimes we're going to lose. Sometimes stuff is going to be like predictable, right? Because people are going to behave as people behave or whatever. There's not a writer's room that's making them behave a special way. And I'm okay with that. You know, par for the course, so to speak. Yeah, the TTRPG that inspired the connections, JoJo, for us was called Drama System or Hill Folk. So if you've played Drama System or Hill Folk, that is where I pulled the character connections idea from. So I loved the connections. I thought that was great. I thought that was really great. And I thought you did a great job with your character. I was really pleased to see your role play. Nothing like me being covered in blood and for Dipsy being covered in makeup and both our characters terrifying each other. That's funny, dude. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. All right, guys. It is 8 a.m. Let's clear this area of zomboids. There's quite a few zomboids in our area. Yeah, Piggy was worried about the ending of the game. It made her nervous. As her character and as her, you know. Jojo, what do you think? Should we start season 4 in 8 weeks? Or should we delay it until January? If we start in 8 weeks, it will end just in time for Thanksgiving. What do you think? We'll put some work boots on. I think I like the idea of a baseball cap more than the beanie. We got one sprinter. Where butter? Where's salt? I think 8 weeks is enough for us to do what we got to do, especially because we brought in 2 new plot team members. So I think we have enough time. The only thing we didn't have time for last time was the editing of the map. But I've heard my team's feedback on that, and I'll adjust how that works. I'd also like to see Ixio help us with the map this season. Welcome, welcome, Sal. Sal, we're playing Zomboid for another hour, and then I'm going to switch gears. We're going to play a chat interaction game called King of the Castle. where I play the king and you guys play my various noble houses competing for influence. Keep it coming, boys and girls. Keep it coming. Yeah, we're going to do some more Zomboid. Yo, hell yeah, dude. OBS. I've been dealing with OBS for years. When we started streaming, we used a different service. IBS. International Bowel Syndrome. International Ball Strike. Oh, hell yeah, Sal. You know, good luck on Kick, buddy. I haven't, I did Kick when it first came out. And I like that they're more creator focused. But I didn't meet anybody there who wasn't also a creator. There didn't seem to be any, like, viewers who weren't also, you know, just people trying to create their own brand or whatever. India's big scare, dude. That sounds like a Joe Rogan special. That guy's moving fast. Who won the giveaway this time? Hold on. Who won the giveaway this time? I have to know. I have to know. Let's see here. Who won the giveaway this time? Trench Goblin. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. I am so exhausted. Are you exhausted? What happened? Is work kicking your butt? Is work kicking your butt? PDM, rig it so I win the next one. I'm only allowed to rig it for Pinky, apparently. I still can't believe she entered that giveaway. That has me laughing so hard. The stinky cheese, dude. You get that stinky cheese in you. You got that stinky cheese. I don't know about y'all, but I love the stinky cheese personally. Yeah, just trying to help you, Sal. I hope you understand.
Hey!
I also have a Kick, but I don't stream there anymore, or at least at the moment. Well, in the country I'm living in right now, Kick is banned anyway, so... This guy hauling ass. Come on, man. Yo, Jojo, much love to you. Enjoy your family time. Thank you for the alert. Didn't sleep well last night with all the excitement. Dude, yesterday was so good. I loved that. I really loved it. And you know, the experience that the live viewer gets is so different from the like YouTube audience. Because when we edit it, you know, we put in B-roll, maybe we film extra scenes, stuff like that. Well, Sal, I've been streaming longer than I've been making YouTube content. I've been streaming for almost 10 years. Next year is 10 years. I've been making YouTube content for about a year. Maybe almost a year and a half now. And yeah, they're definitely different beasts, live streaming versus edited content. But I would say, especially in the beginning, just do what brings you happiness. The technical side of it is something I think anybody can get good at. The talent side is a little bit trickier. I hear so many, but I don't see so many. Fire bad, says Boris. You know, Boris, I don't normally burn zombies, but a buddy of mine loves to burn them. And so I've participated in some burns recently, but mostly because I was following his lead. And he does know what he's doing. He's very talented when it comes to the burns. It is a good way to get rid of a lot of the dead, frankly. Yes, he does, Captain Crunch. Frosty loves to do the burns. All that I used to do on YouTube was use PNGs from my VR chat avatars and edit the photos to make them look like old school album art you'd see at a gas station. Slap some good tunes behind it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's on your YouTube channel right now? Can I bring that up? Hold on. This is on your YouTube channel right now, right, buddy? Let me see. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'll give you the sub. I'll give you the sub. I'll have to check some of this out a little bit later. Love to see other people putting their talent forward, man. Sprinter burns are way different. Yeah. I imagine so, Frosty. Have you done a lot of sprinter burns? Look, Helen is in here, dude. Yeah, so the sprinters in multiplayer now, is it... Somebody was saying earlier that it's fixed, but is it like... totally fixed? Fire jumped 2 hexes on me and I got an arm burn. But zombies coming back to life almost cost me my own. Oh shit, dude. I love that there was no animals here. Oh, hell yeah, Sal. I appreciate that. Boris, you got to be careful with that fire, brother. It'll burn you quick. Yeah, I agree with what you said, Brick. Even just a couple sprinters really changes the whole vibe of the game. You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. All right, see, this is why we made food when we were able. That's why we made food when we were able Bohannon. Okay? So that we could come cook it now and be easy. Yeah, being good at Zomboid is an illusion. It's kind of like being good at World of Warcraft, right? The game changes so much that, like, yeah, you're good today. You're good today, you know? But will you be good tomorrow? And also, the game is like tricky dicky. Where, like, even if you're good at it, the game can behave in ways that I think are, if you've played enough, they're expected. but otherwise they're unexpected. Okay? Like yesterday, how Voss got grabbed by that zombie. You know? Like, enough of us have played with fences that you know, like, it's risky bisky if a couple of them go over that fence at once. You know, you really got to, like, turn and run, basically. Otherwise, they'll grab you with them spaghetti arms. It's just one of those things you learn over time, you know, but not that the game is being kind to you. No, Extinction is no joke. I'm learning that now, Boris. This is my maybe like 7th attempt at Extinction, bro. And I'm just kind of now realizing exactly how tough it is. And it is tough. They will noodle you down. That's a great quote, Sal. That's an incredible quote that you just gave to us. Let's try it from the inside, otherwise it's going to be bungled. They will noodle you down with no sauce, boys. A no sauce noodle. A no sauce noodle. I live in Asia now, and let me tell you what. A no sauce noodle is no noodle at all. Okay? Anyone ever offers you a no sauce noodle, you say no. You use the safe word. You call me. Okay? Captain Crunch says she knows all about noodles. That's crazy. That's crazy work. All right. Well, the good news is we have at least enough planks for all of the exterior windows of this building. I'm a happy lad. Anyone ever offers you a no butter noodle, you say no, chat. Just say no to no buttered noodles, okay? God, I've had my fair share of butter noodle, let me tell you what. It's not good. Hey, Debs, I have a special request. Can we speed up the picking up and the dropping of the nails when they're not in a box? Like, why do I have to sit one nail at a time preciously on the shelf, right? Can you just right click now? Can't you? Yeah, you can. Supposedly. We love that. We must ascend. Boom, boom. I appreciate that follow. Welcome to the Cult of the Dead. I'm your host with the most. I'm the Lich with the itch, baby. The best Lich on Twitch, here to entertain you. Murder is on the menu, probably mine. We're playing a little bit more Project Zomboid. We got another just 45 minutes of Zomboid, and then I'm going to switch gears. We're going to play a chat interaction game for a little bit. And then we'll come back to Zomboid after that. Good to have you here in Among Us. Don't forget to join us on Discord, where we organize lots of Project Zomboid multiplayer events with my community. Over 550 members strong on there. Wait a minute. Oh! They fixed it already. I just put down a bunch of nails and picked them up, Frosty, and I didn't have to pick them up one at a time. Frosty, they fixed it, baby. That's crazy. God, I love the devs of this game. All right, he's got to go outside, chat. And a bi-weekly Stardew Valley starting this Saturday. Very true. Thank you, Squiddy, for hosting that. And a monthly poker tournament. Guys, I do have more video essays coming out. I just want you to know, the only reason I haven't done any is because of my voice. I've lost my voice, regained it, and lost it. But I did do one essay on the new update. But the timing of that, I had to move quickly, so I just kind of did it. Just wear a frog mask over your skull and do reviews. A frog mask? Hello, everyone. I'm the amphibious dead man. Still poor, but no longer a tadpole. What's our weight situation? We're still losing. Let's get some resty poo here. I don't know why I'm uncomfortable. I'm not wearing any, I guess maybe my rubber gloves. Maybe my gloves. I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I would be uncomfortable otherwise. The yellow gloves? Yeah, they're stylish. You are looking at Detective Doris Roundtree. She is illiterate, a reluctant fighter, clumsy, a speed demon, inventive and athletic, and she is a cop. She is, may I quote you, Frosty, she is the real police. Yeah, pausing the game is nice. You can kind of pause in multiplayer. You can log out. You always have that option. You can log out. Don't we have a respirator? I could have swore we had a respirator, chat. Did we not bring it with us from the other house? Unfortunate. Reading is kind of like pausing in multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, or sawing 500 logs, right, buddy? What am I looking at right here? Did you see that? Why was there... What? Why was there a plank on that bathroom door and it didn't even work? Mush that noggin. Mush that noggin. It's alright to have a mushy noggin. Not all of us can have a beautiful, hard, pristine skull like me. Amish cracker pudding is a thing. I don't even know in what world I'm living in where you've just said those words. I don't know what that is, and honestly, I'm scared of it. What is the world we're living in now, chat? If we're going to doom pile, hope pile, let's at least hope pile in one spot. One of my favorite YouTube comments ever on one of my essays was, nothing this guy says can be trusted. Look at the way he doom piles his loot. I was like, honestly, that is fair. I should do an essay on why doom piles are superior to organizing your loot. That's my next essay, chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, just so you know, this is my face! The first week, doom pile is a must. It really is. After that, it's a little bit irresponsible. Except in one instance. If you go on a big loot run and you come back home, I think it's acceptable for dropping all your loot on the floor so that you can free up your bags and you can sort it, by category or whatever later. That's how I like to do it personally. Like, I come home, I dump all my loot on the floor, and then I meticulously organize it from that point, typically. Yeah, I do. That's why I call it a hope pile, Captain Crunch. I hope somebody else cleans this shit up, because I do not intend to. That's the truth of it. Yes, you can in B42, Boo Boo Moon. If you're playing the stable version of the game, B41, no, you can't. Well, you can right-click and say rest, but your guy won't sit, but you will get the benefits of sitting on it. But in B42, there's an animation that shows your guy sitting. Yeah, if you're playing B42, just walk up to a chair like this and hit E. That's all you got to do. Walk straight up to it and hit E. I know what's in the piles, okay, Captain Crunch, when I doom pile? I'm like a dragon. I know where every gold piece in my lair is, okay? I know precisely where it is in this big pile of shit, okay? The hammer is underneath that duffel, on top of the plank, next to the stick of butter, okay? I know precisely where my stuff is. I need to remind you that my guy is illiterate. It's getting light. There we go, that's enough light. I know precisely where everything is in my pile of crap, okay? What's up, Evan? We are going to go loot a house up here. That's the next plan. This is the cursed house. Frosty knows why it's cursed. Oh, too many at once. We have to play a little game here. Let's play a little game. Our first danger moodle, out of breath. Yeah, I'm saving that butter for my noodle, Sal. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. He fell over on the same side of the fence and still got a grab on me. Good night, Squidly. What have you found, Mikey? Tell us. What's fun, Mikey? What's fun, Mikey boy? Mikey, should I delay the Dead Die Here Season 4 until the new year? Or should we play around 8 weeks from now? Or might even be a little bit later than that. What do you think? Should we delay it to the new year? That was so crazy that all that fog and rain just disappeared so instantaneously. What's up, Val?
Hey!
That's so cool, Mikey. Adding ginseng to drinks. Captain Crunch says go the 8 weeks. What do you think, Sal?
Hey!
Should we delay the next season of Dead Die Here to next year? My half water, half milk with a pinch of beer and ginseng cocktail. Yeah, dude. The fact that you can mix some stuff in this game and it doesn't affect like your happiness is crazy, right? Like min-maxing the water mixing thing is funny. All right, we're desperately hoping any of these people has a key. A key to that car that I see over there. Let's go check these guys. I don't think I properly checked them. Eight weeks sounds good. You don't want the new year, huh? You don't think it would work in the new year better? Thank you for your input, Sal. Well, none of these guys had a car key. That's unfortunate. Hello? Hello? That's a big group. Let's see what we can do with these fences, huh? Whoop. Oh, there's quite a few. There's quite a few. She accidentally hit Q for me. I also yelled. Dodge. Dodge. Come on, boys and churls. Let's go. Oh shit, game's bugging. Woo! Jesus! Key to the house. Oh no. Did I catch a wound from that? I did not, thank goodness. But I did lose my hat. Choke her with an amber stone. How about an amber herd? All right, we're pain and exhaustion free. Still no car key. We haven't been fortunate enough for that. Unfortunate. None of them are sprinters. We love that. Oh, no. Okay, I got so excited there for a minute. Whoever he is, he's yelling. He's Janet yelling. He yelled at least this loud. This is a haunted house, that's true. This house ends runs. It's a well-known fact. This is a haunted house. He yells at least this loud, says Frosty. What is this? What is this? This guy moaned at least this loud. Okay, hold on.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
That's a baseball!
Oh, God. Oh!
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
That's a baseball!
Ridiculous. At least. Locked up. Locked up. Oh! Look, all that complaining I was doing. Nice of you to show up, Sheila. Sorry, Courtney. That's crazy. That's crazy. Very little gas. Very little gas. Oh! Oh, he heard me. Wow, that taught me nothing. What's up, Nico? Good to see you. Oh! Oh! The pee-pee is in the belly. The pee-pee is in the belly. Crazy work. Clifford. Clifford, you terrified me. Clifford. Clifford. You finally got a PC that can run Zomboid. Hell yeah, dude. That means you gotta come play with us sometime. Massive W, dude. Congratulations. I'm gonna drink this sody pop in your honor. Oh! I can look at a Hottie Z. Some trash bag chips. A poncho for the rain. A worn hacksaw. A trumpet. Photograph of someone dressed as a ghost. I thought it said goat at first. Photograph of a lake. Both of those are coming with me. I had a third key to this house. Some sunglasses. Now I really am the real police. A water sports bottle. Dude. Dude, 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 dude. Dude, 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 dude. Dude, 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 dude. Photograph of a hunter posing with their kill. I love that for us. I just realized we need to take that with us. Too bad you can't actually doot in this game. If only we could doot for real. If only we had more gas. I did the tutorial and I died in the trees after I fell over. Yes. Be very careful running through the forest. The zombies live in the woods. Well-known fact. Oh, shit. Guys, anybody got any gas on them? Can I borrow some gas from you? Can I interest you in some gas in this trying time? I don't trust that zombie. A violin case, a banjo, another trumpet. What is with this house? That's two houses that have both been musical. Cow's milk in a bottle and sausage. Now we're talking, chat. Canned fruit beverage. It's grape drink. Another M9. A new baseball bat. Any good recommendations to learn the UI? Yeah, when it comes to the UI in this game, it's so unique. Really, it's just going to be a matter of repetition for you, buddy. It's one of those things where it's like riding a bike. You're going to have to do it to get it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that is the best advice when it comes to the UI in this game, I think. That's the truth of it. Well, let's get this car as close as we can to our house. Sorry, Val. Yo, thank you very much, Karen Gar. Dude, it's been almost 10 years. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy to think about, bro? It's been almost 10 years, my man. My carpal tunnel hands are screaming at me. I haven't touched a mouse and keyboard in years. Yo, Nico, I know what you're going through, bro. I also had that problem, and it took 3 surgeries to get it fixed, bro. And all of my savings at the time. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wendy says, PDM, my insurance just approved me for Ozempic. Are there any survival tips or what to expect? Okay, first survival tip. You're going to judge yourself by how your pants feel around your waist, how tight your belt is, and how you feel when you look in the mirror. You're not going to judge yourself by the number on that scale, okay? Trust me. Trust me. There's going to be times when you're losing the body fat and you feel good about it, but the scale doesn't really seem to react to it. That's something you should expect in the beginning and the middle, okay? Another piece of advice, hydrate often. If you don't already own, look how big this water bottle is. If you don't already own a gargantuan water bottle, own it, okay? There's going to be times when you don't feel like eating, but you're going to have to tell yourself to drink water. Trust me. You're going to need to tell yourself that often and loudly. if you don't drink enough water and your stomach is empty for too long, you're going to feel sickly. You need to drink water. You need to stay hydrated. Okay, that's the second big point of advice. The first one is psychological. The second one is for your actual health. Third, when you're planning your meals, I don't care what gets put in front of you. A burger and fry, a steak and potatoes, whatever. You have to tell yourself to always eat the full portion of the meat before you touch that carbohydrate. Okay? Eat a full portion of the meat before you touch that carbohydrate. When I say a full portion of the meat, I mean how much meat is on your plate. That's the full portion. Okay? Eat the entire portion of meat on your plate before you touch the potato, the slice of cake, or whatever. You gotta prioritize protein because you don't want to lose any muscle mass over this. And if your body doesn't have dietary protein, it will consume muscle mass. So make sure that you're eating protein as your priority. Okay, buddy? My last piece of advice, you're not the only one going through it. So if you have any follow-up questions, please ask us on Discord. There's quite a few of us who have tried it, and we're happy to help you. Okay? So there you go. Those are my 4 pieces of advice. Sal says, what type of music do you go to? That's a good question. The answer is a little bit complicated. I have a very eclectic taste. I'm fortunate that my pops was really into music. So he loved a lot of those oldies. And so I'm used to a lot of those oldies. You know what I mean? And I love them. But I also love modern stuff, including rap. I really enjoy heavy metal. I enjoy game soundtracks. If there's one thing I enjoy above all others, though, it's silly music. So like comedic stuff. So like Filthy Frank, Oliver Tree, Froggy Fresh. Anything that's kind of like silly, I think is especially good because it's music that makes me laugh. And I really love to laugh. And I really love comedy and anything that makes me laugh. Now, if I'm just trying to relax to music, and I'm not trying to laugh, I'm just trying to vibe, I usually go to old music. So if you look at my YouTube channel, I have a playlist of music that's not, I didn't upload this music. I just made a playlist of this music and found it on YouTube. The Ry Cooter Anthology, The UFO Has Landed. I cannot play this music, but bro, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Okay? Again, I did not upload these. I just made a playlist. This is not on my channel. I'm not uploading other people's copyrighted stuff. Some of these are tracks that he did for movies. Leon Russell is also great in terms of the oldies. Rod Stewart, big fan. Tom Jones. I do like those old school musicians who are kind of like sex symbols, you know, like they're it's just like very manly kind of dudes who are singing and getting all sorts of women. I love that type of shit, dude. Because I've spent a lot of time in like bars and stuff, and that's the kind of music that will often play there. But I also love jazz because I grew up and spent a lot of time in New Orleans. So that's also something that I love. And yeah, like, again, heavy metal. So Metallica and stuff. If you join our Discord, congratulations, by the way, to Trench Goblin on the giveaway victory. If you join us on Discord, we have a music channel. Let me find it. And people are always posting music in here. And I recently posted a track that I think you should go listen to, which is this Charles Bradley performs a soulful cover of Black Sabbath's Changes. Dude, very powerful. Makes me think of my dad. My dad had Alzheimer's dementia, and I took care of him for 5 years before he died. It was very slow to see him suffer through it. And this song, man, when I listen to this song, I want to cry. It speaks to me so powerfully about the relationship. Now, this song is about his mother, but the idea is the same. You know, losing a parent, someone you care so much about. You're going through all these big changes in your life. I would really recommend you listen to this song, man. It's gonna speak to you if you're any sort of like empathetic person. This is also a good one by the Philharmonic. I just found out about this guy. So he's a rapper, and I do like rap. I also like country. And no, there's a lot of people. I meet a lot of people who are like, I'm very eclectic in my music taste. I love everything except country and rap. Okay, that's your right to say that. It's your preference. But I don't think that that's very eclectic. You know, I think there's a lot of good country songs. There's a lot of good rap. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's produced today that's kind of the art and the passion wasn't there. It was just the desire for fame and money. You know? And if you're an artist and you only desire fame and money, it kind of comes through on the track, I think, when it comes to music. Unless you have a very good ghostwriter. So, you know, there's a lot of bad country and a lot of bad rap. There's a lot of bad metal. But I really like the good stuff. I like the stuff that feels passionate. I like the stuff where the performance comes through like this meant a lot to somebody, you know? So yeah, you guys can check out this channel. There's I put a good new Kanye West song in there. I friggin' love Ye. I love Ye. Okay? I mean, like I said, I love all sorts of music, but I really love Ye, especially for his. I mean, obviously, like musically, he's a genius, which is why he's responsible for the careers of so many people. But he's also a weirdo, which I love. I love weird people. I love people like that would get a documentary made about them, that are not ordinary, that are kind of crazy, off the wall a little bit. That appeals to me so much. I love that so much. And he's absolutely one of those. Ye. So, have I ever listened to Opeth? Oh, yeah, dude. Cradle of Filth, Opeth. Both of them, man. Incredible. Yeah, I love it. Especially of Opeth and Cradle of Filth, dude. Love Cradle of Filth. Love them. Which is funny because like the dudes behind it come off as so silly, but obviously their music back then was so controversial. I feel like Cradle of Filth has more bona fides than like Marilyn Manson when it comes to gothic music, personally. Opeth too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Marilyn Manson had some good ones, but I definitely prefer Cradle of Filth to him. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so there was a question in chat. PDM, do you like Tom Cardy? I might have heard his music and I might not know who he is. Let me see. Tom Cardy. Oh, yeah, he's like a comedian. Yeah. I know this guy. He sings a lot about like Dungeons and Dragons, which is hilarious. Yes. I do like him. And so many others. Man, I really love music. And if you know me, you know I'm not a person who hedges. I don't say shit just to make people happy. Like politically, I have my own opinions and shit. So I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear. But when it comes to music, I really love all music. You know, I just love to dance. I love to dance. I'm one of those people, you know, I've known people who like get drunk and they get sad and shit. I'm one of those people, boys, if I get booze in me, all I want to do is dance. I'm pounding my feet. I'm cranking the music up to 10. You know, I love dancing. And so like any good music that I can dance to, you know, that speaks to me, man, I love that stuff so much. Yeah, Weird Al is great. A buddy of mine, Poison Heart, she knows Weird Al apparently. That's crazy to me. Guys, we did so well today, so far, in PZ. Let me wash up. Weird Al is great. Did you hear that? I heard a groan. I swear I heard a groan. I heard a snarl. Nico says, how do I join the Discord? Let me see here for you, Nico. I'm going to get you the answer you deserve. All right, buddy? If you're watching us on the live, hold on, let me bring it up. All right, here we go. Nico, you're watching us on the live here. If you go down to the description, it should have a link to the Discord right here, buddy. Right above my Twitch username, right below the Cult of the Dead Steam group. Discord right here, buddy. This is where you join. Great to have you, Nico. Join us. We got over 550 people on the Discord. Who taught you how to dance, says Captain Crunch. Combination of mama, papa, and a whole lot of women. A whole lot of girls that I danced with, man, that I love dancing with women. I love it. Put your arm around her waist. Bring her with you. Man. Really, I just love women, but there's only one that's got me now. I'm a good boy, don't worry. My pops used to say, even a dog can be loyal. So when it comes to friendships and relationships, if there's one thing I value over anything else, it's loyalty. And I guess I'm very sensitive to disloyalty too. I'm always looking like for it. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to go on a little foot journey. Let's see what we got here. We're getting closer to town now. I'm hoping to find another car. Burnt out car, that's not what we wanted. We're almost to West Point. Right? Yeah, we're getting close to West Point now. Raccoon Road. This is going to bring us right up into West Point. No car here. Yeah, girls do love a man that can dance. That's very true. Because if you're good at dancing, probably means you're good at something else. If you catch my drift. Well, we found a car here. She might have gas, but we're too tired to fight. It's time to go home. Time to go home, chat. Cooking. Yeah, I'm also a good cook. Actually, you know what, Wendy? I was never a good cook until my pops got sick. What's up, Canuck Man? Yes, it's still Extinction, and we're still playing the wonderful Doris Roundtree. She survived 9 days. What's up, dude? Am I running? No, I'm walking, but I've sped up the game so that my walking does not bore us. Good to see you, Canuck. We're about to switch games, Canuck. We're about to switch games, but we'll be back to Zomboid a little bit later. We moved bases. My poor illiterate cop. She found a better spot, and we moved a stove here because the power is going to go out any day now. I feel it. Lumber fed, exactly, precisely. Because she's not going to be able to read a generator book. So she's going to be having trouble when it comes to electricity. Nico is now part of the Cult of the Dead. I appreciate that, Nico. Welcome. Are you talking about the show or your house? Which one? Regarding what? I'm talking about the game. We're not going to have electricity. The electricity is going to cut out here any day now in game. And Doris doesn't know electricity. So we're going to need to use that old stove, that old wood-burning stove, to get it done right. Let's go upstairs and give her a rest so that when we come back to PZ, she's fully ready. And it's 9 p.m. anyway. Yeah, just in game. No, our electricity is fine here. Although I did see a notification that we might not have power this Saturday on the whole island that I live on. So today is what? Today is Friday, so that would be tomorrow. If it causes me to miss tomorrow's show, I promise that I will make it up to you guys, and do another full day of Deadfest, because this is beyond my control. But you never know with these things, because sometimes they'll tell you the power is going to go out for a day, and then it doesn't. It's kind of unreliable. So, just the cost of living in paradise, boys. You want to live on the island with all the beautiful island women? Sometimes the power goes out. Not too much you can do about it. Oh, it didn't work. Why not? Hello. Wait. Another one. There we go. All right, boys. So, we've been streaming for 3 hours. I've had a blast. We're going to keep streaming, by the way. We're streaming for 10 hours today. But we are going to change up the game, if that's okay with you guys. I would like to change up the game and play a little bit of something else. I want to play a chat interaction game that we all played together the other day, and we had a lot of fun. If you look on the Discord, let me see here. If we look on the Discord under the schedule for today, I said May 14th schedule was going to be Project Zomboid, King of the Castle, Project Zomboid, and then Domina, or King of the Castle again. So, I would like to switch it up. I'd like to continue our save from the other day when we did King of the Castle. But I need to change some stuff to make that accommodate. And I want to stand up, stretch my legs a little bit, hydrate, do all the things. Does stream length affect discoverability? On Twitch, I don't think so. On I don't know, on YouTube. I'm not sure. When it comes to PoorDeadFest, although I love attracting new eyeballs, the goal really is to be with you guys. The goal really is to be with you guys, to interact with my chat. So, what is today? Is today day 5 of PoorDeadFest? Yes, it is. Have a good time, Ball. We'll see you, dude. We'll see you around, man. I hope you enjoy. That's a great game, isn't it? That's a great game. State of Decay 2. It's another zombie game. Absolutely a blast. Absolutely a blast. All right, guys. Well, let me BRB for a little bit. and just hydrate, stretch my legs, etc. And then we're going to be playing some King of the Castle. Okay? I love Domina. I love King of the Castle, dude. These are great games. And we had such a good time together that I want to do more of it. And some of you requested it on the Discord. And this week is really all about celebrating you guys. So now here's the thing you got to know. When I bring the other game up on Twitch, it's as easy as me changing the category. But on YouTube, I have to bring the stream down to do that. So if you're watching me on YouTube, the stream is going to go down and then it's going to come back. Drink your legs, stretch your waters. Precisely. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. I'm going to put up a break screen for you guys on YouTube. And I got to butter my noodle. Precisely. Yes, you know the noodle needs buttering. You know the noodle needs buttering. It's the nature of the noodle. Guys, it's the nature of the noodle. Let's see here. I'm going to put on some music for you guys. You'll never hear the music on YouTube. Sorry, guys. It gets picky about that. Got to butter my noodles. Then we're going to come back. We're going to play some King of the Castle together, guys. Okay? I'm just going to stretch and drink water. I'll be back.